Namaste and welcome to Shreem Occult. The topic for today's video is discussing about the moon sign of your spouse. So this can be about a future spouse, and if you already are married, then also I'll share one technique, one application of this technique. So let's start the video. Okay, first things first, what do you need? You need D1 chart and your D9 chart. Now, what do you have to do? The first step is you have to check the seventh lord. Like, who is the seventh lord in your D1 chart? If 1 and 8 are written over there, then it is Mars. 2, 7, Venus. 3 or 6 is written over there in the seventh house, then it would be Mercury. 4, then Moon. 5th, Sun. 9 or 12, Jupiter. 10 or 11, Saturn. So depends upon what the number is mentioned over there, you'll check, and that is the lot. Now suppose, for example, we'll take 7 is written over there, that is Libra sign. So 7th lord becomes Venus. We'll use this as example to understand it more clearly. Now, what do you have to do? Once you are certain about who is the seventh lord in your chart, then you have to go to the D9 chart. And then what you have to do? You have to find this seventh lord in the D9. Out of the 12 houses, it can be sitting anywhere. It can be in the first house, fourth house, seventh house, ninth house, 10th house, anywhere it could be. But we have to find this in the D9 chart, Navamsha. Then once you have found the position, now suppose in the D9 it is in 7th house only, but instead of 7 Libra sign, it is, suppose it is Sagittarius, right? It can be any of the signs, but I'm just giving you an example. So now this is setting in a different sign in the D9 chart, but the house is same, or house can also be different. This is just an example. Once you have found out who the seventh lord is, you went to D9, found the location of your seventh lord. Now this is where it starts. Now what you have to do, you have to find the trines to this seventh lord. Okay, now here in D9, as per our example, it was sitting in Sagittarius, which is the ninth sign. So what are the trines now? Trines 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 11, and 4, 8, and 12. 1, 5, 9 are fire sign. This is earthy sign. 3, 7, 11 Aries sign, and 4, 8, 12 are water sign. So you'll see in D9 where it is sitting. Suppose 9, as per example, it was sitting in Sagittarius. So trine to Sagittarius are automatically 1, 5, and 9. So either in this case, in the example, the moon sign of the spouse would be either Aries or Leo, 1 or 5. So this is one possibility that you can check. Second possibility would be the sign directly 7th to its position, directly 7th to the position of your 7th lord in D9, as it was sitting here in Sagittarius. So direct 7th would be the Gemini. So another possibility is that it would be Gemini. Okay, so this is the second possibility. Now third possibility is its exalted sign. Now seventh lord in this case is Venus. Venus is exalted in Pisces. So it can be Pisces, and Venus is debilitated in Virgo. So it can be Virgo. So to shorten it, you need to check your seventh lord in D1, trace that seventh lord in D9, find out its location, check what zodiac it is sitting in, then check the trines to that. Right now you have the trines, just check what all trines are. That is going to be the moon sign of your spouse. Another possibility is the sign that is direct 7th to it, Saptak. So direct 7th sign. So that is the second possibility. Third possibility is your 7th lord is exalted in some sign, like Sun. Sun is exalted in Aries, right, and debilitated in Libra. So you can use that. So it depends what the planet is. So it's exalted sign or it's a debilitated sign. So these are the four possibilities from which you can find out the moon sign of your spouse. Now, this is one of the most easiest, simplest method, and this has been given by Pandit Sanjay Rath. So we are using his technique to find it out. Now, moving ahead, now we can also use it as an application. Now, what option did I give you? One option was trines. Option B was Sam Saptak, that is seventh to it exactly. Third option was exalted sign, and fourth option was debilitated. Now, suppose you are already married, right? You can use this application then also. This is still figurable, still doable in your chart, right? Now, what you have to do? Suppose you find out that the moon sign of your spouse is matching the first criteria, that it is trine to your seventh lord in D9. Then this would be considered a very love and fulfilling marriage. The love after marriage would increase. There will be good love, there will be good life that is going to be there. Now, suppose you find out the moon sign of your spouse and it matches the second criteria, that is sama subtract, exactly seventh to the seventh lord in your D9 chart. That so if it fulfills the second condition, then it is going to be very dharmic marriage. So you are going to follow a lot of morals, a lot of principles, so it is going to be very good. Love can be there, can not be there, but they are, at the end of the day, these are going to be marriage that do not end in divorce. Even if there's problem, they'll sit around and they solve it, and with time the situation improves. So it will be at least a dharmic marriage. Now, suppose you find out that it matches the third criteria, that it is sitting in the exalted sign of your seventh lord, then this is considered a Raj Yoga. After this marriage, you are going to be very, very rich in monetary terms, rich in life terms. You will be happy, you will have good cars, good family, good connection with people, good relatives. So overall, a very rich life experience you'll have. But suppose it matches the fourth criteria, it goes into a debilitated sign. Now this is called Duryog as per the definition. So this means the exact opposite. It is going to be problematic, there is going to be a lot of trouble. Now we all have seen marriages, right, in which a girl got married into a family, she shifted into their home, and after that everything went increasing and there was a lot of success. So it was the exaltation sign, third possibility. And we have also seen marriages where after the marriage everything went downward spiral. So that was the Duryoga, the fourth option. And the first one, the neutral, or like you can say above average option. So all of this you can use to analyze even after you're married. Now, one thing you can also do is I'll give you another application also. Like for men, you have to check Venus in your D9, and for women you have to check Mars. So what you can see, you can check the trines to Venus. Now it is not necessary that your seventh lord would be Venus. Your It can be Mars, it can be Sun, it can be any other planet. So you just put that aside, this application aside, just use this one also. Men can go to their D9 and check what are the trines to D9. Then for women, they have to go in D9 and check their Mars, position of Mars, trace down Mars and check the trines. This would give a very good idea that your partner is going to have prominent planets in these trines. Okay, so suppose Mars is sitting exalted in 10th, that is Capricorn in D9. So what are the trines? 2 and 6. So your partner is going to have a lot of prominent planet like exalted planet, Atmakarka planet, or moon sign, or sun sign, or Lagna in 2 or 6, because Mars was in 10th. This is for women, right? And men check for Venus. So this also you can do. Trine method is applicable in this way also. One thing that you have to make sure is that when you go check D9, accurate time is very much important, because D9 Lagna changes approximately around 13-14 minutes, right? So around 13-minute mark the Lagna would completely shift. Moon, I think, changes time in approximately 6 hours, right? So planets take faster time, faster route in D9 chart. So it is zoomed in more. So the speed of the planet increases. So please make sure that you have an accurate D9 chart. And many great astrologers believe that instead of looking at D1, you can do prediction from D9 also, and that will more match your life, right? Because Lagna, or in D1 Lagna, it is approximately 2 hours or so. So it will take, so a lot of people are born within that 2 hours window. Then D9 is 30 minutes. So it narrows down to a very good amount. Then again, then there is D12 also. The final stage would be D12. If you can go and study D12, you can predict from there also. Then you'll get more accurate picture, because D12 is from your lineage, from your parents. So that is something, an additional tip I am giving you, not related to this at all. So you can go ahead, please check this in your charts, comment your positions, comment if you're married, so please comment your partner's position also, so we can have an idea that this technique is working for you or not. Because see, one thing you have to understand, not all techniques are 100% accurate. Every single technique would have its exceptions, right? So this is where the line is drawn between a great astrologer and a good astrologer. So great astrologer knows that every technique has an exception and goes out to figure those exceptions, right? So this is something that you learn after spending a lot of years, time, effort, money, energy in astrology, right? So I hope I was able to teach you something new. Please check this in your chart, comment down, and I'll gladly reply over there. I'll come up with a new video. Till then, namaste.